today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. McKissick again on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boos smattered in when he was announced before the game, but 35-32-1 was Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And right away he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 5 catches, 75 yards. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds here back behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd and very short. Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll throw on 1st
NFL
down.
Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 3 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts goes right back to Smith again. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Sanders is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. His 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys have now moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson.
NFL Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 3 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022.
On play action, it's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They will run it. It's McKissick. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Week 3 Philadelphia Eagles 2-0 Washington Commanders 1-1.
Just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. It's a second down run with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a
Week
first
3
and 10
Buffalo
at the
Bills
38.
2-0 Miami Dolphins 2-0.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. On first down, Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. To throw is Wentz. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Here we go on second and 12. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Wentz now on first down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 17, here's second and 4. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line.
Week
That's what
3
they're
Cincinnati Bengals 0-2 New York Jets 1-1.
Clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Week 3 Las Vegas Raiders 0-2 Tennessee Titans 0-2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Hurts being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looking to sew that
Week
one
3
up, and they
Kansas
look
City
to be in
Chiefs
pretty good
2-0
shape.
Indianapolis Colts 0-1-1.
Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Week 3 Houston Texans 0-1-1 Chicago Bears 1-1.
Adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Commander defense able to hold. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with McKissick. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 22, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Pascal, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's McKissick. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Hurts. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles! Zach Pascal with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Again, it's Wentz. Now he's forced out right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown! Zach Pascal, 44 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.